Called Regional Measure 3. It's on the June ballot. It would raise the tolls on the 7 Bay Area state-run bridges by $1, at least $1 this year, then more increases down the line. The Golden Gate Bridge wouldn't be affected, but one of those trying to sell this whole plan is Carl Guardino with the Silicon Valley Leadership Group. First question, why a toll? Why not some other charge?
A toll is a user-based fee because this is about improvements on or near the bridges or in those areas leading to the bridges.
Well, you've sort of expanded that definition of near. I mean, we are talking about projects that are, while worthwhile, are miles and miles away. Some of them are in Sonoma County, some of them are in Solano County, some of them are in far Contra Costa County, some of them are in Santa Clara County, and don't involve bridge traffic.
And your point is so important that you said they're all worthwhile. So let's talk about those 35 improvements that no one disputes we need. For those who love the wine country or are traveling in Marin-Sonoma, finally fixing the Marin-Sonoma Narrows, decades in the making, that hourglass, we fixed that. Fixing the 101 corridor, both by improving Caltrain, by having $325 million towards the downtown San Francisco extension, as well as $300 million for managed lanes in that and other corridors. These are all improvements that are not only leading to the bridges, near the bridges, or on the bridges.
All right. I might contest the nearness of that, but okay, let's say they're all valid. All right. The three you mentioned, the ones in Sonoma, the ones in Marin, the ones in Napa, the ones in Santa Clara, those are going to benefit those people there, but they're going to be paid for largely by the bridge commuters, and they tend to come from Alameda and Contra Costa County, the East Bay. So why not have the people that are getting it up in Marin and Napa pay some weight as well?
You know, the most important priority for Alameda County commuters who will be voting on Regional Measure 3 is bringing BART to Silicon Valley, to downtown San Jose and Santa Clara. Why? That's the commute shed that they're in. They either want to get on that BART train or they want to get people on that BART train so that their 880 and 680 commutes are better. And don't forget, Phil, as you know, there are so many improvements in the 680 corridor, the 680, 880 corridor, the 24 connection that benefit everyone in this region. People really need to look at those 35 specific improvements with accountability that are going to benefit their lives.
You're a good salesman. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that hands down because you are doing what we call formatting in politics. You're saying, let's look at what we're going to do. But you're not answering yet on how we're going to do it. We picked toll people probably because it's 51%. It's a fee, not a tax. So you need a simple majority in 9 counties rather than a 2/3, which is tough to get, right?
We can spend time on that if you'd like, but here's the key point. I'm going to admit something to you, Phil, and I think you know this about me because you know I'm cheap. I hate taxes and I hate fees, but I hate traffic more. And the question that all of us have to ask ourselves, whether we use the bridges every day or occasionally or rarely, is are we going to get benefits out of this? Is it worth my wallet to speed up my commute and to have more transit options around my commute? We believe that people in this Bay Area where congestion is killing our economy and our quality of life is worth it.
Okay, so what would you say to the person that says, I agree with you on that, but let's spread the pain and have everybody pay it rather than just the guy stuck in traffic and the gal stuck in traffic getting over the bridges, having to reach into their wallet and put another $1 this year, $2 next year, to $3 down the line to help out everybody else.
And you're right, there is a cost to pay. It's $1 in 2019, not this year, and then an increase in 2022, and then an increase in 2025. One thing to remember that I think as a history lover is important. When the Bay Bridge opened on November 12, 1936, Phil, it was $1.25 toll. That toll today would be $23. The toll on the 7 state-owned bridges today is $5. We are getting a deal to improve our commutes on and around the bridges and in those areas leading up to the bridges. And why a bridge toll? It is a user-based fee to improve traffic. But as you know, we've led efforts for sales taxes, which we've all paid. We've supported and led efforts for gas tax increases that most of us pay. So it's just a matter of how do we finally have that regional level of funds that we need for those 35 specific improvements that's going to benefit all of us here in the Bay Area.
Well, like I said, good salesman. It's the June primary. The ballots are already out right now. You're probably looking over them in your house and trying to decide what you vote for. It's Regional Measure 3. Read it closely. Read it well. Carl Guardino, Silicon Valley Leadership Group. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a pleasant drive home.